I'm lecturer clergy Bishop Kenya Michael Oltome speaking in Nairobi National Government, Kenya Republic, presidential aspirant of United States of Kenya Republic come 2027 election or period to that time, because our president government seem to be not functional, is dysfunctional in that case. So today magazine here we are seeing the Kenya kind of a government of President Ruto is actually a house of impunity according to this newspaper standard, because of lack of knowledge, wisdom, understanding in their roles of duties. Imagine now this is 2 years. These people, the House of Parliament, the National Parliament of Kenya, don't know who are the majority in that kind of a parliament of theirs. So these are not leaders actually. These are just human beings who don't know what they are doing. Another in cabinet, I say that they have approved 4.2 trillion budget. That is just on paperwork, but there's nothing on here. You can see bandit trying to shoot here, human beings. Another thing I see panel is supposed to be in April, but suppose now we are going to have an election, because I've requested United Nations Security Council Secretary General, His Excellency Dr. Antonio Guterres, to help us in a presidential transitional kind of interim government. Or now we have even many people are dead in leadership from MPs and members of county assemblies, and we don't have now an independent electoral and boundary commission kind of officers. They are saying they will institute it on April. See how these people are not actually working. Minority leader Junet Mohammed want to claim that he is also there, and Kimani Chunga. So they are just fighting. Muli with Tiampo, Suji, I don't know. But Tangula is also the speaker, I don't know what he's doing. He's here. So you can see these people are not actually wise. Another thing is that, Kenyan counties are also starving. There's no, funds for early development, annual development project funds. That is actually for 7 independent federal states and 290 constituencies and 1,450 towards assembly parliamentarian regions. Like also, to congratulate the United States of America President, His Excellency Dr. Sir Donald Trump, to have won also a mass over delaying of Israel hostages. They're supposed to release actually, because now Israelites are not long now going to fight them. They will have allowed America to do what they call a recovery kind of developments. Restoration is the Hamas country. So another thing is kisasa bungeni. These people are fighting like dogs. You can see them. They are not helping us. Another thing also today, this Star magazine is actually shooting us. It's saying the MPs which are, doing, some kind of job, they are performing, but they are not performing. They are not performing anything. If you ask them, the people from these counties, like Irungu Gangate, Gladys Wanga, Anyang Nyongo, Oyono, na George Natembea of Trans Nzoia, Cecily Mbarire, Venedad Baraza, and Orengo, James Orengo, a lawyer, and also Paul Otuama of Busia, and so forth. You can see them here. They are not performing actually well. So they are cheating us. So whoever is speaking here now, you can see I'm Bishop Kenya Michael Oltome, United States of Kenya Republic, presidential aspirant, come 2027 elections. And my deputy vice president is none other than the Honorable, Nixon Kugobo Jeremiah from Bungoma, retired Kenya Brigadier, Kenya Defense Forces, was on ballot paper 2007, December 27 of that time, and he was actually number 2. But people are saying he won the election, but it was rigged, because the Luyas are 6.8 million in population, more than even, Kikuyus nowadays. Ruto is also, have now actually given, an affordable housing to people with money who are, deported from US. You can see them here. So, our president is an opportunist. I'm also going to marry his youngest daughter, Honorable Shalir Ruto, to be my first lady. And my power of Prime Minister is none other than His Excellency Dr. Barack Hussein Obama, retired United States of America President, Aluo, son here. So Ruto now is taking advantage of, giving people with money again some housing here in Kenya. And it is his housing, it's not the government. Another thing, social health authority, kind of tycoon also, is linked to the teachers, wars or cries in that case. They are not actually given that kind of, whatever, and, services of social health insurance, which has replaced now National Health Insurance Fund, kind of a cover. So you can see also Wetangula here today is going to have a majority people in the House, because he did not know who are the majority, but we are told as more members of Parliament in National Assembly and possibly even the Upper House Senate. So imagine now Wetangula was actually in that kind of a building, which was built by, British government called National Parliament. And it was also the boma of cow's shed of Laiboni Lanana, the place now that, National Parliament is. It was actually a cow's kind of a plot of Maasai Laibon called Lanana, Laibon, or Prophet Lanana of Maasai. So I don't know whether that is kind of a, problem is actually confusing this parliamentarian of Kenya, because they have taken that plot of Prophet Lanana, a Maasai, to be a kind of a parliament of theirs. And also at one time, they have also made the parliament to be a graveyard. Until recently, the President Jomo Kenyatta, first black British, was laid also there in a kind of a, mortuary there in the parliament for so many years until his son removed him. So, but we are seeing only also still soldiers are manning the place. We don't know where they have not removed, because we were not told when they have removed there. So even the president, corpse is there. Jomo Kenyatta possibly, because we are not told when and what happened to his body, because it was left there in the parliament. So that the parliament also is a kind of a graveyard. That's why these people are so confused. The dead people kind of spirit are crying from the ground in Genesis chapter 4 verse 9. So this parliament of ours is actually cast by God, surely. And this is why these people, whenever they leave it, they don't even stay longer. They die as quickly as possible, because it's a cast parliament. So President the late Daniel Arap Moi, I don't know why he has messed up to put that body, the composed body of the first black president of Kikuyu, among three of them, called His Excellency the late Mzee Jomo Kenyatta, the father of a retired president, so drunkard man, called Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, His Excellency. So that is actually the kind of confusion we are having here. So scandal in Jaish Umesh Saini is the beneficial owner of the medical administration in that Kenya Limited called Malk and Bliss Healthcare, which are the center of 55 billion teachers medical insurance controversy that imploded recently after some hospitals withdrew services to beneficiaries and the families citing pay arrears also not paid. Otherwise, may God bless you, my living in Kenya. I just want to tell the president to step aside to allow us to have I, Bishop Kenya Michael Olton, being the president of the United States of Kenya Republic, together with my deputy president, or vice president, His Excellency Nixon Gogo, Kenya retired, Kenya Defense Forces officer, brigadier, is my vice president, and also my powerful prime minister is none other than retired United States of America president, the son of Kenya here. Essentially, Dr. Barack Hussein Obama is going to be our, powerful prime minister in charge of all government businesses and state affairs, agencies affairs. I'm just going to be a ceremonial president together with my vice president or deputy president, His Excellency Nixon Kukubo. Myself, I'm just going to be, a ceremonial president, because I'm a priest. lecture class. And my first lady, I said it again, the incoming head of state, His Excellency Dr. William Samuel Ruto, youngest daughter, Honorable Charlene Ruto. So let's pray without ceasing, and I want the president also step aside together with the vice president or deputy president, His Excellency Professor Kindiki, to allow presidential transitional government to take place, because we have the government to my liberation party online in place. All our leaders are there, including even the president, first lady, Her Excellency Madam, Rachel Ruto is a minister in my government, the United States of Kenya Republic government, is a minister of, livestock and agriculture, livestock development and agriculture, assistant minister, and an MP also at the same time. It will be like the Moi government. Also, Supreme People's Power President Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga wife, First Lady, Dr. Betty Ida Raila will be Minister of Territorial Waters and Fisheries Development. And the wife of our president, also retired President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, His Excellency, First Lady, Honorable Excellency, Madam, Margaret Kenyatta, is going to be Minister of Health. So, and my son, Dr. Ele Michael Oltome, will be an Assistant Minister. So, in health, he's a microbiology doctor, so he's going to be, Assistant Minister. So that is actually what is there. You check my government online, Facebook, and also Twitters. To my Liberation Party, kind of a coalition. We have also several accredited ambassadors, also ministers, like even Matiang'i will be Minister of, Education. Mother Karua is a minister, will be an ambassador, an accredited officer, ambassador and High Commission of Britain. And also Joseph Lekuton, Honorable Joseph Lekuton also, and others. Particularly also Joseph Lekuton will be, an ambassador, of America, among others actually. So Sion also likewise, and Murkomen, Babu, the ambassadors. All right, and Isaac also, the former governor, is also ambassadors, and Shepsheng of, Tugen. He is actually Shepsheng, Gideon Shepsheng from Baringo there. He's also going to be ambassador, and also Matthew Alake from, Sololo was my classmate. He was also education officer. Moyale is going to be also ambassador. All right, ministers also, J.J. Falana, Marsabit, is going to be minister of, also in my government, planning and settlement. And also, that's a Borana, and also Robert Kutola is also Assistant Minister of Lands, okay, including Assistant Minister and MP also of Lands. Also, Francis Atoli, Minister of Lands, and so forth. Check my government there, you will see it. My Liberation Party government. Otherwise, may God bless you, human being living in Kenya and beyond. Amen.